All right, so I'm leaving the Arches restaurant here in Borrego Springs, California. I'm going to head on home now, and I'm going to be taking SR 22, which is a mountain road that goes up and over those mountains to my left, and then it's going to drop me down into Highway 79. So enjoy the ride. I threw in my spare gas so that I wouldn't have to stop before I get home to fuel up. Pull over here for a sec. I just want to make an adjustment to my camera. There we go. All right, Charlie Ho. So we came in through a different route to come into the town, and I'm leaving through the normal route. Anyway, this back road, SR 22, out of Borrego Springs into Warner Springs, I think it is a really challenging road to ride here. It's a lot of twists and turns, and you got to be on your A game here, and it's just going to get a little bit more challenging further up. So, oh, alrighty. A lot of hairpin turns here, off camber turns, and it's I should be home by 2:44 according to my GPS unit, which is perfect timing. Oh, that one scraped my foot. So when I'm riding on these roads like this, I'm not in a hurry. I just, I don't know what's coming around this next bend in the road, this next turn. So I kind of like keep my speed at a decent speed. So, even if I get hit, the hope is that I minimize the amount of injury. But Borrego Springs is a very, very popular place for stargazers, and simply because it's so clear out here. When there's no clouds, it's very clear. There's no, you know, smog layers or anything that hampers or field of vision so that you can gaze up at the stars. So a lot of people who like to take um, astronomy classes, they come up here. People who are really into photography, this is a beautiful place to come to take some really good photos of all the nature around us. So yeah, and then just a little bit further to my east there, probably about 30 miles maybe, is the Salton Sea. Uh, we're going to be stuck behind slow moving traffic. Maybe? I don't know. Well, there's a turnout a quarter mile ahead. Let's see if they utilize it so that we can get through here. Yep, they are. See if they're both using it. Outstanding. Yeah, up until we get our next one here. We'll certainly run into another slow mover. Watch out for the deer. The other turnout. I'm not sure if Itchy Boots, who's on YouTube, came through this stretch of roadway when she was out here. If you really want to, if you want to get a taste of what it's like to be an adventure motorcyclist, I highly recommend that you uh, take a look at Itchy Boots on YouTube. Norley, her page is awesome. She has a lot of videos out over 8 seasons of all of the different places all over the world that she's been to, and it's just it's jaw dropping because except for right now because she's in China, and I guess in China they don't allow motorcyclists to ride through the country unless they are escorted by a company that does that. And so right now she has a escort that is actually taking her through China, and she's gonna be there for a while because China is just a huge country. But aside from that, all of her videos are all done uh, uh, on her own. She does them all herself. She doesn't. She does all the editing. She does all the drone footage. She doesn't have a riding partner when she's out um, in different parts of the world. She does it all alone, and I she's young enough to be my daughter, and God, I would if she was my daughter, I would be in so much fear for her safety in some of the areas that she goes through. But somehow she manages to do it. I think there's just so many people that watch her videos. Uh, it seems like everybody knows her when she comes into different countries through different border crossings. Everybody they want to take photos with her. It is pretty cool. But yeah, Itchy Boots on YouTube. If you're into motorcycles and you're into motorcycle touring, I definitely recommend that you take a look at her channel and subscribe to it. By the way, all right, we're going to make a right hand turn here on San Felipe Road, which is S2. And so we just finished our little trek on SR22. If you remember from earlier, rather than turning left here, which is not what we normally do when we're coming into Borrego Springs, we continued um, onward, and that took us all the way to the 78. Actually, I really think this was quicker than the other way we went. But now you're getting a really good. This is the town of Oak Grove. Oak as in oak tree, Oak Grove. We're in the town of Temecula now, and Highway 79. We're going to take this over to the 15, and then we're going to head north and home. So far, my total trip from leaving my house to Rick's house and our ride today has been 268 miles. So this is going to be a 300-mile trip over 2 days. Not bad for an old guy. Time for a little lane splitting. Always make sure we do it safely, do it at a safe speed, not warp 6. And if you don't have enough room, you wait. I didn't think I'd be encountering this level of traffic at this hour at 142, but maybe I was wrong. We don't got far to go. We got about 6 miles to go to get to the fast track lane. Oh, it seems a little narrow today here. There's a chippy right in front of me. Well, if I didn't have my motorcycle, I'd be way back there right now. I want to try to stay out of this rut right here down the center line. The good thing about having this car tire on the back is it doesn't fall into this rut, and I have a rear motorcycle tire to the front, which has a little wider profile, and that one tends to ride over those things pretty good. Just kind of eats it all up. I don't get all squirrely. 4.3 miles to go till we get to the fast track. Then it's home free.